Guys, welcome back. So we are in basically the throes of autumn right now, and I am absolutely loving it. In fact, I am looking out my window and all of the leaves have started to change. It's a little gloomy and dreary outside, basically the perfect autumn or fall day. And so that said, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to do the cozy autumn book tag. If you have been around my channel for a while, you'll know that way back a year ago, I actually did another fall related book tag. I think it was the Finally Fall book tag. So when I saw this one floating around, which is slightly different, I knew that I had to participate because basically I love all things fall and I love a reason to talk about fall and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, let's jump into the question, shall we? Okay, so the first question is, what book reminds you of fall? And for this one, I'm already starting off wanting to reinterpret the question just a little bit because this isn't necessarily a specific book rather than a specific author, and that is Mary Higgins Clark. It is both the genre and the setting that she tends to write that I want to usually pick it up around the autumnal time, and so it's for that reason why I chose her. Her books are mystery / suspense, and more often than not, they are set in New York City. And so the combination of those two really drive me to pick them up more often than not during the fall. And so it's for that reason why she is my kind of go-to author during the fall. All right, so the next question is, what is your favorite autumnal book cover? And so for this one, I actually don't have a copy with me, but it is on my TBR. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure it is in my Amazon shopping cart, but it is Rainbow Rowell's Pumpkinheads. Now, I saw this book floating around last year on BookTube and Bookstagram and everything like that, and I knew immediately I had to pick it up. It is a graphic novel that is specifically set around fall, and the cover is absolutely charming. I think it's so cute. I have kind of taken a peek on the inside pages when I was looking the book up, and I know that the graphic art is something that is really cozy and just all around fall, and so it's for that reason that for me at least is one of my favorite book covers. So I absolutely cannot wait to get this one for myself. If you have it or if you've read it, please let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to read this one, hoping I can get it in before Halloween because I know it takes place around a pumpkin patch and all of that. And so I really want to get a move on to reading it. Okay, so next up we have, what is your favorite autumnal drink to read with? And this question could not come at a more perfect time because I just put in an order for some more David's teas. If you guys haven't heard of David's tea, first of all, pause this video right now and go to their website because they're absolutely amazing if you love tea. But basically, it is a company based in Canada that does a lot of specialized tea flavors. And so these, trust me when I say that this is only a mere fraction of my David's tea collection, but you get fun flavors such as orange dreamsicle gelato and maple chai. And so as far as the question, my favorite drink for right now at least is the maple chai. It is so cozy, perfect for autumn because you are getting those maple notes. I don't know why I'm holding this up when technically I have it in my cup. My Luke's mug, also autumnal with Gilmore Girls reference. But anyway, yes, I absolutely adore their tea, and the maple chai is perfect. I have had it both regular, hot, just steeped in water. I've made hot lattes out of it with almond milk, and it's just so good, so cozy, perfect for fall. Next we have, do you prefer to read late at night or early in the morning? Pretty straightforward question, right? So for me, because I'm so indecisive, it really comes down to what book I'm reading and how far along in and whether or not I'm really gripped by it, because I have both waken up early to continue reading a book that I just could not stop thinking about the night before, and then I've also, I'm sure many of us book lovers have done, stayed up till the wee hours in the morning reading because I couldn't put a book down. So if I had to choose where my favorite time of reading is, I would have to say morning, but really once I'm like really hooked into a book, I will just abandon everything, wake up early, sleep late, during my lunch break, sneak in pages during work. It really just runs the gamut. Okay, question number 5 says Halloween is coming. So what is your favorite spooky reads? And shockingly, I actually have an answer to this. And the reason that is shocking is because I am a scaredy cat and I do not read scary books. However, I was really looking forward to and immediately ordered Riley Sager's Home Before Dark. This actually came out a couple of months ago in the summer still. So maybe that's why I was able to stomach it a little, because I don't know if I would have had the same ability to read it now that we are kind of like getting closer to October. But this is definitely my favorite spooky read. And I won't say it's my only spooky read, because I have read some Stephen King and some Dean Koontz like long time ago, but this one is my favorite for a couple of reasons. One, I love the book within a book aspect. Y'all know that I love things that deal with like bookish characters or bookish plots or what have you. And really the kind of mystery throughout the story kept me guessing all the way till the end. So I would definitely recommend this for both people who want kind of spooky books and then people who, like me, are kind of scaredy cats. This actually isn't super scary. If anything, it's more eerie, and I think that a lot of it has to do with you getting in your own head. So if it's possible for you to freak yourself out, you might be a little on edge reading this, but for the most part, it's really compelling more than anything, and I highly recommend it. Next question we have, what is the ultimate comfort read for you? So again, I'm going to reinterpret this just a little because there's not one single book, but rather a series. And those who know me or who have been around my channel for a while are probably gonna laugh and not at all be surprised when I show you this, but it's my Murder, She Wrote series. I love this series so much. It is the ultimate comfort read. In fact, I did a video about my entire Murder, She Wrote book collection if you want to check that out. But basically, yeah, this is my comfort. I have such nostalgia for the series and therefore also the book and the characters. This one in particular that I did choose is autumnal because it takes place around Thanksgiving, but the series in general is something that is comforting to me. So whenever I am in a slump or I need like a pick-me-up or some form of escapism, I will definitely pick up a Murder, She Wrote book. Next question we have, what is your favorite autumnal reading snack? And so, that's a really good one because I would have to say right now they are Lorna Doone cookies. I love them so much. They remind me of my childhood. They're like these little shortbread cookies that are not plain flavored, but they're not like filled with anything like chocolate chips or anything. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for me, I don't know. I don't have any in the house right now. If I did, they would probably be gone in a heartbeat. But I love eating those while reading because they're just sweet enough and they're just so delicious and also cozy. Some call them grandma cookies, but really what am I if not a grandma at heart? So I guess that kind of tracks, right? Next question is, what is your favorite autumnal candle to burn while reading? And for this, I have my Rewind candle. Now, I gotta be honest, it was actually hard for me to pick because just out of frame, I've got literally an entire shelf of candles of various scents and oils and all of that. But I have been loving the Rewind candle lately. This is one that my husband bought me, and what's really interesting about them, well, first of all, they're a small business handmade out of Charleston, South Carolina. And what's really interesting about this company is that the Rewind name is actually a take on the wine, which is the flavors of candles that they make. So they repurpose the wine bottle glasses to hold the candle in, and then on top of that, the candle scents are all wine themed. So you'd have like a Pinot Grigio, let's see, this one is a Wagner, and it just smells so good. And I really love these ones because they are unlike the, I guess, run-of-the-mill fall or any kind of scented candles that you find in the store. While I do love those, this gives me something a little bit different, and it's for that reason that I love them. So I can at all describe candles well, so just take my word that they smell really good. Okay, number 9, when you're not reading, what is your favorite thing to do during the fall? That is a great question because when I am in fall, that's all I want to do. But in addition to that, I would have to say taking my dog for long walks, pretty much, which is kind of lame. Can you guys see him out of frame, basically? Hey, Ringo. I hope the camera can catch his silly face. Anyway, yeah, so I love hanging out with that guy because during fall, at least where I live, the weather has cooled down tremendously, so we can basically walk more than a block without both sweating to death. And so it's during this time that we go for extra long walks, which is especially something that we both love to do. And we've been doing that a lot more lately. I have been posting some pics on Instagram. There is a lake near us that we like to walk around. Even just a simple neighborhood walk in the morning, that is something that just kind of lets me get out of my own head. So yeah, walks with this guy, I would say, is my favorite thing to do during the fall. All right, last question, number 10. What is on your fall reading list? And I actually made an entire video saying what is on my fall TBR. I'll go ahead and link it now. But since I've made that video, not surprising, I have added more things to my fall TBR. So one of them, like I mentioned, is Rainbow Rowell's Pumpkinheads because I have been dying to read it since last year, and I totally forgot about it until somebody posted it on their Instagram recently, and I just kind of jogged my memory like, oh yeah, I need to go ahead and order that. Obviously this Murder, She Wrote, since it takes place around Thanksgiving, I want to get to. Let's see, there is a couple of paranormal romances that I want to get to just because we are in the Halloweeny season, and I guess whatever else falls into my lap. I've got my TBR list again that I made in that video, but I know me, y'all know that I cannot stick to a TBR, so really this question is just a little bit fruitless, but I'm still feeling hopeful. Okay, so there you have it. There are 10 questions for this, and as for who I tag, as with all of my tag videos, which I think it's been a while since I've done one, any and everybody is welcome to do this. This tag was actually created by the Book Bell. Had to look on my phone really quick. So shout out to her for making this super fun tag. It got me into the autumnal mood, and now I'm going to go make some more tea and curl up by the window and read a book because it is the perfect fall day, you guys. I love it so much. So in the meantime, happy reading, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!